one of the features we are very excited about for Brandy that is coming up is the bento layouts. So if you're not familiar with bento layouts, let me show you quickly here. So basically, bento allows you to create a profile of sorts that you can create layouts similar to this that I have here. And with the layouts, you can come in, can customize the way they look, and basically play around with them until you have something you like. So we've been working with the this sort of layout for quite a while now. So now when you come to Brandy and upload your assets, this is the layout you get by default. Up till now, you've been able to come here to layout and say, give me a 2-column grid, like so. And by default, it will still look something like this. But now, once we ship the bento layout feature, you can come in and enable it there, and you already start to get like some sort of those rounded corners there. And we're moving the information out of there until you hover over the card, just to make the viewing experience here, the default viewing experience, not cluttered. So once you have something like that, you can come and click on one. Once you've applied the bento layout, you can come and click on all the images there and tell it to be like wide or full width, basically whatever you like. So to see this in effect, let me actually change the layout to a 3-column grid here. So you'll see with a 3-column grid, it will take half the width, and again, if you make that wide, it also takes half the width, and there you have it. You start to see, you can start creating like some cool custom layouts. So let's create a few here. So let's make this tall instead of wide. You see you have that version there. Let me change this back to regular and move it here. So like so. And I can come there and tell you this to also be tall. And you start to get the idea here, I suppose. That is basically how the bento layouts will look. One more, one of the last one there, just to showcase this. So you can see you can get more than a few options there on the bed layout. We're very excited about it and can't wait to be able to ship this and apply it to all sorts of places. Right now it's only working with images, but you can imagine you have like some sort of image here and maybe like the color palettes, or if you have some sort of design, all the color palettes that are associated with that design. It's very exciting. So let's move on. So the next feature we have coming up is the WordPress plugin. So to show you the WordPress plugin, let's start from Adobe Express. If you're not familiar with Adobe Express, it's a Canva alternative by Adobe, and we've been partnering with them to bring Brandy assets directly on the platform, so designers can edit, bring the assets from Brandy, edit them on Adobe Express, and then send them back to Brandy to be used. So if I come here and click the add-on, you see it loads my assets, and here are the images we're working on right now, if they can load. So here's one. So you click an image, brings it into Adobe Express, and Adobe Express has some cool magic here. So I can come here and say, select this area here, and then give it a second to do the generative fill magic. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but this actually is fairly good, so I'll take that. Once you're done with this, you can say add this design to Brandy, and we'll call this CEO pointing slides. Choose the collection you want to put it on, offset training, save file. And now it's gotten added down here. But also more importantly, if I come back to my list here and refresh, I see the new image right there. Now once you've edited your assets on Adobe Express, you can now use them in some of your content. So one of the common places on the internet to use your content for is a website or a blog post. And so knowing that WordPress serves about 45% of the internet, we are working on a Brandy plugin for WordPress, and right now we're on the media library of the WordPress site here. And once we install the plugin, you'll see it's going to help us first organize these assets, but also bring in your Brandy assets directly into WordPress so you can start using them. And to do that, let's go to plugins and activate this plugin here. And then once you come back here, you'll see we have a bit of a different look. So now you see you're able to organize your assets now into folders. So I can come here and say add a new folder like offsite work, like so. So right now it doesn't have anything in it, but I can bring in directly the asset that I was working in from Adobe Express, and it gets added in there. And now that I have it in there, I can come back to my pages, for instance here, and say edit this and replace this image. Like so. And you see that is actually how easy it is with Brandy. It makes everything just seamless. Yeah. So there you have it. So let us know what you think.